You felt it. You miss a step on the stairs, your stomach drops, but your hand finds the rail just in time. The danger is over in a second. But then, a few seconds later, your hand starts to shake, a fine, buzzing tremor that feels like weakness. It's not. That tremor is the sound of your body's emergency systems standing down. It's the final page in an incredible story that unfolds inside you in less time than a single heartbeat.
Let's go back to that moment your foot slips.
Time seems to bend. The world goes silent, except for the scrape of your shoe. In this stretched-out instant, your body isn't waiting for your conscious mind to catch up. It's already executing a perfect, pre-programmed rescue mission. A hard breath pops out of you, your shoulders hunch, and your free hand shoots out for support. You are steady again before you've even had time to feel afraid. But your whole system knows what just happened. It just pulled you back from the edge of a fall. The speed of this rescue is breathtaking. Before you are even aware you're falling, your eyelids snap shut. This is one of the fastest reflexes you have, firing in just 30 to 50 milliseconds to shield your eyes from impact. It's an ancient armor plating that deploys instantly. By 60 to 80 milliseconds, your neck and shoulder muscles brace, locking your head in place to protect your brain and stabilize your gaze. And by about 150 milliseconds, less than a quarter of a second after the slip, your other leg is already launching a corrective step, finding solid ground. Blink, brace, step. A perfect domino cascade, all run by the oldest parts of your brain. While your skeleton is catching your fall, your senses are getting a massive instant upgrade. In that same fraction of a second, your pupils dilate, pulling in more light to see escape routes and stable surfaces with greater clarity. It's like your eyes instantly switching to a high-speed, wide-angle lens. Your lungs take a sharp, involuntary gulp of air to oxygenate your muscles for what might come next. And your heart gets a new instruction. Speed up. It kicks up by 5 to 15 beats in the first few seconds, a preemptive drumroll priming the pump to move blood where it's needed most. None of these actions are clumsy panic. They are the result of millions of years of fine-tuning. The crouch you instinctively drop into lowers your center of mass, making you as stable as a pyramid. Your palms, in that same moment, can become just slightly damp. It's not a nervous sweat, it's a functional one. That tiny bit of moisture increases friction, turning your hand into a high-traction grip, like a climber chalking up before a difficult move. Your body is a master physicist and engineer, and it does all the calculations without you ever knowing. Now the chemistry arrives. In response to the alarm bells ringing in your brain, tiny glands perched on top of your kidneys get a signal. Go! They release a flood of adrenaline into your bloodstream. This isn't a trickle, it's a tidal wave. In just a few minutes, the amount of adrenaline circulating in your body can double or even increase tenfold. It's like hitting a turbo boost button for your entire system, dumping high-octane sugar into your blood for immediate fuel and preparing every muscle for explosive action. The race has already been won, but the fuel is still flooding the engine. Ever notice how a car backfiring makes you jump out of your skin on a stressful day, but you barely notice it when you're relaxed? That's because the size of your startle response depends on your starting point. When you're already tense, your nervous system is a pool of water sloshing near the edge. A small surprise, like a missed step, isn't a pebble anymore. It's a cannonball, creating a massive wave that washes over your entire body. Your baseline anxiety acts as an amplifier for this ancient reflex. This adrenaline is what's behind that tremor in your hands. It makes your muscles more sensitive and ready to fire, and a side effect of that heightened readiness is an increase in your body's natural, tiny tremor. This physiological buzz, normally invisible, gets amplified to a visible 8 to 12 hertz vibration. It's not a sign you're falling apart, it's a sign your muscles were just brought to peak operational readiness. We know this because of beta blockers, medicines that performers sometimes use for stage fright. They work by blocking adrenaline's message at the muscle. The result? The hands stop shaking. It's not willpower, it's just chemistry. Your body doesn't let that racing engine redline for long. As soon as the immediate threat is gone, the reset sequence begins. Within 5 to 10 seconds of your heart rate spiking, an internal braking system tied to your blood pressure sensors gently taps the brakes, preventing the drumroll from becoming a runaway solo. You might also find yourself taking a deep sigh of relief. That's not just for dramatic effect. A sigh is a built-in reset button for your respiratory system, helping to rebalance your blood gases after that sharp intake of air and smoothing out your breathing rhythm, calming the whole system down. But the full story isn't over when the shakes stop. Adrenaline is a sprinter. It's released in a flash, and its effects fade within minutes as it's broken down by your liver and kidneys. But there's another chemical player, cortisol. It's a marathon runner. This stress hormone peaks much later, about 20 to 30 minutes after the scare. It's responsible for that lingering, wired but tired feeling. It keeps you alert and helps log the dangerous memory, but it can also leave you feeling drained. This is the echo of the event, not the event itself. Even after the chemistry has mostly cleared, your mind can keep the story alive. If you stand there, replaying the near fall in your head, you can actually trigger tiny new blips in your nervous system. You might feel a faint echo of that initial jolt, or your palms might feel momentarily slick again. No new danger is required. Your memory alone is powerful enough to knock on the door of your ancient survival circuits, proving how deeply your mind and body are connected. This entire system can learn. If you almost trip on the same broken paving stone every day, your reaction gets smaller each time. This is called habituation. Your brain learns to distinguish a minor wobble from a true catastrophe, and it dials down the alarm. You can see this in highly skilled movers. A ballet dancer, a gymnast, or a trail runner who stumbles has the same ancient reflexes fire, but their recovery is incredibly smooth and efficient. Training doesn't erase the reflex, it builds a faster, smarter, and more refined braking system on top of it. They recover with a ripple, not a tidal wave. So why is the system built this way? It's a brilliant evolutionary bargain. It gives you an explosive, instantaneous burst of life-saving action that costs a huge amount of energy. But crucially, it also comes with a fast and efficient off switch. This allowed our ancestors to escape a predator or catch themselves on a cliff edge and then immediately return to a calm state to conserve precious energy. It's a system designed for maximum survival with minimum burnout. Explode into action, then stand down just as quickly. So we come back to that tremor in your hand. The next time you feel it, don't see it as a flaw. See it for what it is. The applause from your nervous system, celebrating a successful emergency maneuver. It's the feeling of your body's finest engineers finishing their work and clocking out. The shaking doesn't mean you're still in danger. It means the danger is over and your body is returning to peace. It's the aftershock of a perfectly executed save. Your body sprinted to the edge of a cliff for you, and that tremor is just it catching its breath automatically. So trust the machinery. It knows what it's doing.